I pee and I leave my pee in the toilet.
Yeah.
You do that.
You have battery acid pee 90% of the time.
I'm offended. It's just
Ruin
a light
him.
hint of yellow. It's like a Gatorade.
Get off my desk.
Welcome to Wine About It.
Welcome to Wine About It. Today, Cutie's depressed and I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
Because I'm tired. Actually, I think is the only real reason.
That's not that good of a reason.
I can't tell. Okay. It's a little invalidating. I can't tell if I'm on the cusp of the beginning of a burnout or if I'm actually just exhausted.
Let me tell you what. Take 2 weeks off because you've had a burnout. Fixes nothing.
Right.
So it doesn't matter.
Cutie's taking time off right now, and it definitely isn't working.
It hasn't done anything, and I'm like infuriated. Maybe it's because I actually still haven't chilled. I've still been working every day. Like I'm doing my taxes for 10 hours a day and working on charity necklaces and podcasts and just other things that I'm just really behind on that I haven't done, like laundry and organizing your house for once in your goddamn life. I spent like 6 hours redoing our bathroom the other day.
That's pretty sick, honestly.
Yeah, it's good, but it's also like, I don't know. I don't really know how to chill, and so I feel like I'm still burnt out. But I also am like stir crazy at the same time. I've noticed.
You're what? Sorry.
I'm stir crazy at the same time.
Because you want to work?
Yeah, because I think that's just my thing I do to distract myself is work, and I can't do that. Sorry, I keep getting distracted and looking at my cat, who's so curiously looking out the window. It's
Darcy?
It's Durs. Durs is with us today.
Durs.
But
Hello.
he's looking out the window.
Hello, Durs.
So cute.
Actually, I don't know if it's for me. Okay, I was gone this weekend. I went to Cape Cod this weekend.
Huge.
I went to Cape Cod to work with whale and dolphin conservation. I filmed a YouTube video. I filmed Instagram reels.
Did you save a
stream.
whale?
I did not save a whale, no.
Okay, well, what was the point then?
To save the whales. The video's on North Atlantic right whales. There are less than 340 left.
Whoa!
Like individuals. Yeah, it's
That's
really
not
bad.
that many.
It's
sad.
not. So it's really bad. So I went out on a boat. We did that. But it was like the whole weekend, and I'm exhausted. I got back this morning. The CEO of Twitch, I haven't talked to you. The CEO of Twitch visited Alvarez this morning. It was great.
Yeah, how was
It
that?
was very cool.
Did you ask for a raise?
Great. No,
Just casually, like, hey.
but he offered one. No, I'm kidding.
Did you ask for more animated emotes?
no,
because I did specifically ask you to ask him for that.
No, you literally did request that, but I did not ask him that.
So messed up.
No, he was really great though. He met all the animals. He asked about buying a backpack, and I was telling it like to stream, and I was like, trust me, don't do it. You know, I was like, don't get a backpack, just stream from your phone. It's way easier. And he was like, no, I want a backpack just so I understand why they're so hard to use. Like, I want to know like why streamers use them and why they're so difficult to use. Like, he's interested in actually learning about streaming and streamers and what we do. It's kind of sick.
That is sick. I was at a panel with that guy back at TwitchCon. They had like a round table, and he's the one with the white hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan.
He's nice.
Dan Clancy.
I spent more time with Ernest, the one who just quit, so that was a waste of my time. But
Oh, okay. Relax. Yeah, I did that this morning, and then I prepped diets for all of the animals, and then I streamed, and then I recorded a YouTube integration, and then I had a tech call, and then I prepped enrichment for all of the animals here, and then I had another call, and then I had half an hour, and now I have this.
Wow. And we're doing this all night.
I know. We got a ways to go. I'm exhausted.
Woo-hoo!
But it
You'll
also,
be fine.
it feels like the mix of tired and burnout that I would get when I used to go to LA. Because when I would go to LA for Wine About It and then come back, I was like, it was a combination of being exhausted from travel and behind because I left.
Yeah.
You know, where I was just like, I can't do any of this. It kind of feels like that. So maybe it's just that.
I'm sure it's just that. You'll be fine. Smiley face.
But also, it might not just be that because I got a real taste of being a YouTuber this weekend.
Why? Because you're mostly filming?
I had one day of streaming that was very stressful and bad. It wasn't bad. It was a good stream, but it was like very stressful. And then another day where it was just filming. And the filming was it was so easy. It was like multiple takes. I'm really excited. I feel like I'm going to be really proud of the product. There was no chat to deal with. There was no effing. You know, there was just like, it was so easy. It was so easy. And I was like, this is sick. And then I went live today and I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, you're going to become a full-time YouTuber.
Maybe. Anyway.
Not a bad gig. In before everybody and their fucking dog and their fucking dog's mom
says,
is
oh,
like,
poor Maya.
No, I was changing the subject.
Oh. They are going to do that, though. Like,
says that they can box somebody.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that I could take Lily Pichu, and that's about it.
Here we go. I could take Alex Botez, Fuseli, or Caroline. We're all the same size. Fuseli's much skinnier than me. Well, they're all skinnier than me, but we're all the same height. Imagine a four-way match. I would sit in the corner.
Like free for all?
Yeah.
It sounds awful.
Yeah, I would not like it. But
I'm actually excited to drink today.
Why?
And because I'm exhausted and angry.
Is there actually a fight that you would love watching? That was my thing with Creator Clash. So I went to a friend's house and we were all watching together for the sake of watching Myth, because we love Myth, and so we're all together watching Myth. We film a little video that's like, love you, Myth, good luck out there, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, it's all my friends, and it was nice and wholesome. And then he goes up there and knocks him out in 2 minutes. Yeah. So we waited all day for this Myth match, and then he knocked him out. And all the other matches, it was like schmeep schmoop. I mean, okay, Andrea's matches was good.
No, I've never watched a fight before.
What?
When you say knocked him out, you mean like he hit him and he passed out?
It was crazy. There was 10 seconds left. Myth just bam, right in his face. He falls over, this gigantic man. Like, and I'm not kidding you.
That's
all of us,
so bad for you. That has to be so bad. How do you make sure you don't die?
You don't. They don't allow back of the head shots, and that's where like the problems are, I guess.
How often do people die?
I think like every once in a while. I think less than shark attacks.
Sharks don't kill that many
More
people.
than lightning.
Lightning kills actually a lot of people.
Oh.
You're 9 times more likely to get struck by lightning in the United States than die via venomous snake.
Maybe then more than shark attacks, less than lightning. I mean, I guess we have cell phones. I can Google how many people die from boxing each year.
I thought hitting people was really dangerous because if you hit them wrong, you could kill them, and then you go to jail for manslaughter.
Die from boxing. Oh, I spelled boxing wrong. Shit. Boxing. How many people die from boxing? Oh, there's not that many.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
0.13 deaths per 1,000 participants each year. What's that? This is lower or similar to death rates in other high-risk sports.
Okay, well, pass. I don't like fighting. I don't like watching fighting. It freaks me out.
It was very exciting to watch Myth, and he did. I can't really figure out. Hey, Durs, listen, we're recording a podcast. If you're going to be a bad member of the podcast, you can't come out here. Do you understand? Now get over here and meow in the mic.
Speaking of the mic.
He's just at the window meowing at the birds. Anyway, yeah, I just wish Creator Clash was amazing. Anissa and iDubbbz are freaking amazing. Dude, can we talk about crazy, stupid internet drama?
Sure.
For like 2 seconds?
I'm scared.
Well, there's this photo.
Can I pour a glass of wine before we talk about crazy internet drama?
Yes.
Okay.
This week on Wine About It, we are drinking Apothic Red Winemaker's Blend, Vintage 2021.
This is very, like, this matches my set very well.
It's very pretty.
It is very pretty. It looks like Scarlet Letter. And look what I got.
Ooh, that one's copper. It's nice.
Audio listeners, it's a wine bottle opener, so I don't need a rubber mallet anymore.
And she also has one of those gnomes for her garden. She was showing it off to everybody. I was lying to the audio listeners, and you did not go along with it.
Oh.
Inspired by Apotheca, a mysterious place where some of the earliest wine was blended and stored. Apothic wine offers a truly unique wine experience. If we were to make a wine place, what would we call it?
Pick Me Cellars. And it's like someone picking grapes.
Oh my god. Also, I'm stupid.
True.
Everybody last episode was like, I was like, oh, I've never fallen in love with a friend, or a friend has never, like, a guy friend has never.
Oh, no, I saw some of
Ludwig.
those comments too. They
Literally
all.
Ludwig.
What?
Ludwig and I were friends.
Oh. I didn't see those.
But I guess it's not the same, because it's not like we were friends, then he, like, professed his feelings and, like, broke the fourth wall. It was like we were friends for a really long time that slowly got flirty, you know? So I guess it still doesn't count. But what comments are you talking about?
The ones where people are like, Maya's experience is way more relatable.
Yeah, apparently
Like,
I'm
guys
weird.
suck.
So I'm
I
ugly.
don't understand this.
Do they not like me because I'm ugly? Be honest.
No, I think they don't like you because you're dumb.
Oh.
Yay!
Wait, I wasn't paying attention to getting my wine open.
Ugh,
Going for
smells-
it. Here she goes.
It smells like red wine, people.
Red, red wine. That doesn't sound right. Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Hooray.
Just gonna spit out my cork.
Peh.
Do you remember our first bottle?
No,
We should, like, save it.
I don't remember. I thought about
should've, like,
saving our
saved
first
the
bottle
cork.
from like our oh, you mean for the comeback, the virtual one?
No. I
Oh, our
mean,
very
like,
first
forever,
bottle.
ever. I mean, it's got to be in this room. We didn't throw bottles away.
Yeah, it's in there
That's
somewhere.
kind of cute.
I thought
kinda
about saving the one
cute.
from the comeback, and then I decided to throw it away.
Oh, well. That's not very cute of you.
I don't like all this foil. Okay,
I drank water.
I'm gonna do a pour.
Okay, this has hints of mocha and vanilla. At least they didn't
No,
give
it
us
does
like a whole
not.
list. Well, it says that. Oh wait, dark rich fruits, complemented by hints of mocha and vanilla. A long, smooth finish opens your night to endless possibilities. Bro, you know what I want? I want someone just write like smut on the back of one of these. Like, drink this wine and feel tingles in your member.
What is smut?
Porn.
Oh,
It's like 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm sure they have that. Dark fruit with hints of mocha and vanilla sounds so good. That sounds really good to me. What if I like this one?
You won't. Oh. Oh,
It
you
smells
do
like-
you do the pour.
Here we go, everybody. Buckle up. It's been a long day.
Damn, that is quite the pour. Durs, get over here.
That was
Stop
a lot.
it. Come here.
I started doing it as a joke, but now I have to drink it.
Okay, mine is pouring. Come here, kitty kitty.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh, okay.
Guys,
I'll tell you
I
one
have
thing.
my
It doesn't smell
cat.
like mocha and vanilla. Hello, Durs.
He's pissed. Durs, what do you have to say to the mic? Sorry for the slurs.
He hates. Oh,
We're working on it.
okay. All right. It does not smell like mocha or vanilla.
No, it smells like red wine. Surprise, surprise.
I'm going in looking for mocha and vanilla.
Okay, me too. It's not our worst one. I think last week's
Do
might
I
have been our
like
best
it?
one. Oh, you like it? I think it's a little too it's a little too dry for me.
What does that even mean?
I don't fucking know, but people always say it about wine. I think it's like the bitterness is the dryness. Because it makes your tongue feel dry. Or
Does it
something.
taste like vanilla? Be honest.
No,
or am
not
I-
at all. You're being placeboed.
Ah.
You like it though.
Wait, I think I like it.
Maya and this wine sitting in a tree. Kissing.
I might like it. All right, what's your internet drama?
Oh, my
ready.
internet drama. We're back
drinking.
to Creator Clash. Creator Clash, there was a picture taken at the end where iDubbbz is crying and Anissa is like looking away.
Who's Anissa?
Anissa's his wife. Anissa's looking away and she's like kind of like she has like a grimace on, you know?
Okay.
Like you could tell she's also holding back tears. Like I think she's just trying not to look because it's hard when you see someone you love cry, you know?
Why was he crying?
Because it was like the thing is over and like everyone's sending their love. Like he's just like,
Oh, so he's happy.
he's happy crying. He's overwhelmed crying. Yeah.
Okay.
And some people took this screenshot and then they spread it around and they're like, look at this bitch of a wife that won't even hug her husband. But like, it's crazy. And like, I know Anissa, she loves iDubbbz, like the freaking, like, I love Durs, you know, that's a lot. And,
That's a lot.
And so it's
I've
just
seen people
the
on TikTok do
stupidest.
that too. There are the people that like analyze body language of celebrity
oh,
couples.
how
and
they're
like,
standing next to
yeah,
each
and
other.
they're like, oh, like her legs are pointed towards him. She clearly likes him. Like stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know.
so lame. That's all
People
I have to
just
say.
want
Is I
people
saw
just
it
want
and
to
it's
shit
so
on
lame.
people. That is crazy. I didn't watch any of Creator Clash. I didn't even know it was iDubbbz's thing. All I knew was that Myth won and Andrea lost.
Yeah, and
That's all I
Andrea
heard.
got a little skamazed
Oh, did she?
because Michelle Carr, I thought her name was Michelle Carr, but they kept introducing her as Michelle like KR or something like that. And I'm too dyslexic to remember,
I don't
but
know her.
anyway, she had apparently been training much longer than she let on to Andrea to know. But honestly, Andrea lost the match, but she broke her nose, so it's like you still kind of won if you broke someone's
Dude,
nose.
Here's my thing about fighting. I could never do Creator Clash or like chess boxing
Me
or
neither.
anything. Not because I mean I might have a hard time actually hitting somebody, maybe.
Yeah.
But I would have a harder time getting hit in front of millions of people.
Oh,
Like I would be
God.
really embarrassed to be hit or knocked out
Yeah.
live. Like that would be my problem, I think.
I do think it's interesting that creators have turned to boxing as like our thing. Like, why aren't we like? I was gonna say jousting, but that's much worse. I don't know
That's
why my
crazy.
mind went to jousting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, why is that the thing that we're doing?
Well, what's another 1v1 sport? Makes sense. So it's like head to
guess
head.
you're
like they're not
right.
gonna play chess. Okay, it's a terrible example.
Yeah.
But it's like high octane, and I mean, what are they gonna do? Ping pong, tennis? You know, like that
kind
would
of high.
just be kind
Ping
of
pong's
crazy.
kind of cool.
Like boxing, I guess boxing makes sense from that perspective.
I'm
But
gonna
I
do
could
a
never do
ping
it.
pong championship now. Yeah, I
Who
don't
else
know.
do you think? Who do you think I could take boxing besides Lily Pichu? I do think I could take Lily Pichu, and that's all. I could not take. I think Ray would beat me.
I think Ray would beat you.
Yeah, she's stronger.
I think Lily might. I think you and Lily is like an even match
Yeah.
because Lily's got that dog in her.
Yeah, she does. She does. She does.
God, you're just so small.
Yeah. Yeah.
You and Lily would be
Maybe-
like the fight of the century, though. I think
It'd be
everyone,
so sick. It'd be so
everyone would
sick.
show up for that one. You versus
I
Durs.
can't think of anybody. Okay. I can't think of
He would
anybody
whoop
else
your
that would make sense. I could take Wantep.
That'd be a
I
good
think
one.
I could take Wantep.
I think you could actually knock out Wantep.
Yeah, me too. That'd be kind of messed up, though.
No. I remember Wantep coin.
Oh my god, relax. You literally told you about that once. You will not let it go.
Anyway, I have friends now. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, I am proud of you. You watch Creator Clash with your friends.
I have friends! And the day before, we went to a place called Solvang. We went on a day trip.
Solvang?
Is that how
Like
you
the
say
town?
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What, did I say it weird?
I've just never heard anyone say it with such, like, gusto.
Really?
Oh. Yeah, people solving.
Solvang. We went there. It was cool. We got a bunch of licorice stuff and desserts, and we were Danish for the day.
Solving's cute.
Yeah, it was cute. I didn't
like
take
it.
enough pictures, but I
Oh.
did go there, and it was cute. Spent the whole day there, and then Oh gosh, I need to tell you about my meltdown.
You told me about a meltdown.
I know. I almost
You're
didn't
saving
go.
it for the podcast.
Yeah. Well,
That's
the
messed
podcast
up.
was like, or no. So I was on stream, and my stream was like, "You have to tell Maya," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
You had the meltdown on stream.
Yeah.
What? Why did
Well-
my chat not tell me?
Well, it wasn't that bad. So I had a sponsor on Saturday. So I haven't been streaming unless I have a sponsor, which I have about 4 this month. So I'm streaming at least 4 times this month. But I was live for my sponsor. Then afterwards, since I was going to this thing, I made dip. I made a spinach artichoke avocado dip. And then
Okay.
I was going to make cookies, and I made brownies, but I was going to make chocolate chip cookies, but I was running out of time to like put them in the oven because I was already so late. So it was like an hour and a half away from me where I was going. And so I'm like so late. And so then I messaged the group chat and I said, "Hey, if I bring cookie dough, can I use your oven to like make the cookies?" And then I sent the message and I was like, "Chat, is that weird if I don't know these people very well?" And they were like, "Yeah, that's weird." And then I got in my head about being a weirdo, going to
is
someone's
that
house and like
weird?
taking over their kitchen. I don't
That
know.
is not weird.
They said I was weird.
What, did you get one guide? There's no way
No.
your whole chat said that.
No,
What?
it was like 50-50. Some people are like, it's nice, but the other people are like, it might be like a little like aggressive.
What?
Because I had to show up with like cookie dough and like, you know, a pan and like,
That's it.
well, and like a cookie sheet and like a scooper
A cookie dough in a pan.
and a spatula. Everyone made me feel weird, and then no one was replying in the group chat, and then I was having a total meltdown, and I was like, I'm not going. I'm simply not going. I'm not going to go because now I'm the weird girl that's like forcing cookies upon people.
Your chat gaslit you for no reason. That's not weird.
Really?
That is so fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Wow.
That's nice. I think that's crazy. I think that's so weird that they thought that was weird.
Oh.
So did you cry?
Almost.
When was the last time you cried? The last time I cried, it was because it was at the DMV, I think.
Oh. Mine was because of deepfake porn.
That was a while ago.
I know.
That's big.
Well, I don't feel anything anymore.
Oh.
That's why I have to ground myself so much, but it's not working. My therapist made me buy this book that was like, it's called Coping with Dissociative Disorder like workbook or something. I got to page 4 before I got too overwhelmed.
4 pages is better than 3.
So we're getting there. Surely she'll be fine. But as she's officially diagnosed me with dissociative PTSD or something. Dissociative, it was like DOC PTSD, or I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Have you not told me these things?
Yeah.
When?
Today. Or no, last
Oh.
week. Last week. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair. You dissociate like nobody else I know. It's crazy.
I know. It's getting really sad because I'm at the point where like I've been dissociated more than I've been present for the past year, maybe 2 years. And it's sad, and I'm sad about it, and I just want to feel like a human again.
It's probably like, never mind.
What?
No, never mind. I don't think it'd be good for your brain, so I take it back.
What?
No.
Say it.
You dissociate. Oh my god. Okay. You dissociate when you're working, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a known fact. And so, I think we have talked with you not being dissociated probably only on the phone.
Correct.
Because when we're together, we're always working.
Correct.
So like you're probably always just not there.
I am only the only time you can know I'm there is if I am crying, I'm in my body.
Yeah.
Because you have to be.
Explain. Can you explain like what dissociation is?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like the thickest brain fog you can imagine. Mm-hmm. It is like it's like you're watching your body from afar. It's like you're just going through the motions. You're like a robot within your own body. And I can talk, I can laugh, I can whatever, but I don't feel anything. I can laugh, but it's not like that feeling you get when you're laughing and happy. I can smile, but there's no happiness. I can say I'm sad, but there's no sadness. It's just nothingness, because in order to feel those things, you have to be in your body. And my therapist says that if the reason that I dissociate so much is because essentially I just hit a point where if I feel those things, I'll just be distraught all the time. So we have to like figure out how to train your muscles to deal with those emotions, blah, blah, blah. Because I mean, we've touched on a few things here, but like I've got some shit in the luggage that has to be unpacked. And it was weird, for example, and we're being open because we're on Wine About It, and I talk about these things and I don't care. But today specifically, she was trying to talk about like the earliest memory of me dissociating, and it was when I was 6 years old being molested, because that's the only thing you can do when you're being touched against your will is
Right.
go numb, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm telling this story, and she's telling me, she's like, close your eyes, picture the guy who did it. His name's Tyler, right? She's like, picture Tyler. I'm like, okay, he's in my head, And she's like, what would you want to say to him? And I'm like, I don't care to say anything. And she's like, no, you have something to say. And I'm like, nope, don't have anything. And she's like, why are you saying that? And I was like, because I've processed it. She's like, you haven't processed it. You've just decided not to deal with it. Yeah. I'm like, no, like, I'm fine. I can tell the story, whatever. She's like, it's because you've told the story so many times. It's a script to you. And I'm like, like shmeep shmoop. So
right.
it's just this weird thing where I do this. It's called undoing. I do this thing called undoing where I don't think it's a big deal that Tyler did to me what he did to me, right? Like, I don't. Sure. It's not a big deal. Like, whatever. It happens. People have worse, right? And so that's kind of how I blow it off. But anyway, it's a whole thing. It's part of because I have so much unresolvedness, and I do believe genuinely that the swatting and moving out to California and being isolated was the final straw on the camel's back that really sent me over into just being this numb statue of a human. Mm-hmm. And so it's part of why like taking this time off of streaming to stop the berating, because when you do go live, you're berated every single day. So I'm trying to stop the bleeding and actively work on things. So I am in therapy 2 times a week right now, which I've done before, but I'm back into it 2 times a week. I have homework every day. I have a workbook I'm supposed to do. I have a bunch of stuff. Am I doing it all? No, because it's impossible, but I'm trying because I want to, I don't know, I want to be normal someday. And there's also the extra level of being so fucking annoyed with yourself because you can't feel anything. I'm so that the only times I catch myself crying is because I've been like, I said this to one of the friends I was hanging out with over the weekend. I was like, I just feel like I'm so happy that you guys have been inviting me and including me. It means the world to me. But I just feel like I can't connect to humans. Like, I just can't connect anymore. There's not like, I feel like I'm like the Grinch and I don't have that sliver of heart to like give to people anymore. And it's just so frustrating because it's like, I don't know. I just talked too much. Now you have to talk for the next 12 minutes.
No, I had a train of thought and then I forgot it. I was gonna say I'm an ag major, so I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. But it's also the reason that you work so hard, or from my perspective, I think it's the reason that you work so hard is because if you have something where it's like streamer awards, right? There's no time for anything. There's no time for being upset. There's no time for being mad at someone. There's no time for being sad. There's no time for crying. You can't take a good cry, like when you're planning this event, because you just do not have the time. And when you overload yourself with work and you have something that it's like, it's got to get done. It's got to get done. Same thing with streaming. I've used streaming as a mechanism for like when I'm in a really bad place, because when you're live, all you can do is be live.
Yeah, you have to be live. Like, you have literally thousands of distractions coming at you every minute.
Constant.
Saying
and you're just responding
this,
to chat.
this.
You're streaming. Yep. You're like being entertaining. You're doing this. You're doing whatever. And so that's why you work so hard all the time. Is like you cannot sit there and not have anything to do, because if you sit there with nothing to do, then you can start thinking. And once you start thinking,
I don't like
ugly.
thinking.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's also the only value I've ever found in myself ever is my work ethic. And so
that's crazy.
I know. But I've had this weird like mental battle the last few days where I'm not working, but I am working, but like I'm trying not to work. But it's like, if you're not working, then who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you? Why do you exist? And it's like, I don't want to think about that. Like, so anyway, it's a lot, but I'll be fine. I'll be back. I'll be back when I come back. Or like, I've been saying like I'll come back when I feel better, but I'll probably just come back at some point.
That's
the
other thing that people, the other thing that people
it's
don't
not going to be
realize,
fixed.
or maybe they do realize this if they watch enough of these, is this is not, it's not like a phase. It's not like, oh, like, you know, since the deep fake thing, I've been dissociating.
No.
You have been dissociated for like I'm not exaggerating, like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
At least. Maybe more.
I moved to California and went through literal, like a shock. That's how I can explain it. I was completely isolated. I had no friends. And then, you know, I don't know. Yeah, it's just been a lot. And so a lot of, like, I've thought about like going home or whatever. And it's like, it's not, it's too much to even articulate. So yes, I've been numb for about that long, sadly. But it's okay. I'll figure it out. It's the first time, you know, in these 3 years that not the first time. There's been a few times. It's the longest stint of it where I've said, you need to chill. Because I didn't think, if I wasn't chilling right now, I don't know if I could be surviving. Like, as dramatic as that sounds. I just have been running on empty for so long that I don't know. I just feel like at any moment I'm going to have a psychotic break, and it scares me.
Have you ever had one?
No. Well, maybe. I had a bit of one when my doctor prescribed me lithium. I think that means I was having a psychotic break a little bit.
I think I had one when I was in college. I had my psychiatrist described it as a anxiety-induced pseudo-seizure. Oh,
interesting. What the heck?
Yeah. I had, like, it was after my 5-year breakup with, or my breakup with my boyfriend of 5 years. I was, like, suicidal. I was like, the world is over. You know, I was like, this is it for me. Like, there's nothing else. And then there was, you know, there were other people that were saying they were in love with me, but were, like, super toxic and, like, not physically abusive, but, like, it was just, like, a very toxic situation. I was just so lost. And then one night, so crazy, actually. Have I talked to you about, about the seizure? The pseudo-seizure?
No,
I don't even remember.
About a seizure at all.
It wasn't a seizure. I don't know. I walked out of this house in college and I laid in a gutter. It sounds so insane. It was nighttime, like it was the middle of the night, and I walked out and I just like saw this gutter and I was like, yeah, I don't know why. I laid down in this gutter and it was weird because like I physically probably had the ability to talk, you know?
Yeah.
But like I laid in this gutter and a guy walked his dog like past me, and I remember that, and I was like, something is not, like, obviously something is wrong. I'm laying in a gutter and a guy walked his dog past me. He looked at me and I looked back. I said nothing. He said nothing. And like, where, of course, in my right mind, like I would never do that because that's insane. Yeah. And like I looked insane, and the fact that he didn't say anything is also kind of insane, but maybe he thought it was homeless. I don't really know. I don't know what he thought, but like I laid there and I made eye contact with this guy as he walked by just in the moonlight. It was like dark outside.
Oh my god, I'd be so creeped out. I'd be like, the gutter girl's out. I couldn't feel anything.
I wasn't scared. I wasn't like, what is this guy thinking? I wasn't like, I remember being in my head being like, why am I not saying anything? Why am I not moving? Like, why am I not whatever?
Yeah.
And then my friends were driving around trying to find me. They found me in the gutter. They're like, Maya, get in the car. Nothing. Like I remember everything they said, but I couldn't respond to them at all. And they picked me up and they put me in the back of the car. No seatbelt. They just like laid me in the back seat. And I just remember drooling the whole ride. Like I like wasn't closing my mouth. I was just like drooling out of my mouth in the back of the car. And they took me back to my house. They kept asking if I wanted to go to the hospital. I kept shaking my head,
so weird.
But I never said anything. This was like over the course of like probably 40 minutes.
Wow.
And I never said a word to them except shaking my head when they were asking if I wanted to go to the hospital. And then I asked for water, and I took a cup of water and I poured it over me on my bed. Like they laid me on my bed, all over my bed sheets. I just poured it on my face, and then kind of came to, I guess, and was I was super confused. I knew they were all there the whole time, and I could hear them the whole time, But I was confused why they were all there. I was like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Why are we here? What's going on? Like, everything's fine. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? And so I went to my psychiatrist the next day, and I like, explained it to her, and she was like, pseudo-seizure, which I didn't even know was a thing. But she said my extreme anxiety manifested itself in a pseudo-seizure. Things that are possible that I didn't know about.
That's so interesting. I've never heard of that in my whole life.
It was a bizarre experience. I don't... And it's so weird because I remember all of it, and you'd think that I thought that I had the ability to speak the whole time, but I didn't, which must mean that I didn't have the ability. I don't know. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
I think, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the only time I was close to, I feel like, a psychotic break was just like a crazy level of paranoia when it came to like my health, which has happened before, but I don't think is anything like that. I genuinely have a fear of like losing my mind. Right now in our book club, actually, we're reading a book called Brain on Fire, and it's about this woman who has a psychotic break, and she writes, she's fine now. She wrote a book about it. It's like a bestseller. I don't know if I can finish it.
Yeah.
I'm about 20 pages in, and it's stressing me out a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what do you do when you're in a book club and you can't read I really genuinely am at the point where I don't think I can do it.
What a psychotic break means. My babysitter when I was a kid had a psychotic break, but I didn't see what that looked like. She just told me that she had one.
Come here.
Her husband died, and then
There you go.
she didn't pick us up from school one day and then told us that she had a psychotic break, and that she like didn't know that she didn't pick us up, and she didn't realize until months later. And I was like, what? It was so weird. And then she gave us $50 each.
That's huge.
Yeah. That was it. I don't know. I think they manifest in lots of different ways, but
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, like, my perma-dissociation could be a psychotic break, you know?
I don't think they last that long.
I don't know.
It does.
I have my cat. He's so cute.
He's so cute.
His little hand. Audio listeners, you are missing out right now.
Oh, I'm getting a goat.
Little baby.
Well,
yeah?
Should we change gears a little bit? Jeez.
Yeah, let's be less depressed. I'm sorry, everybody. I've just been, I'm supposed to be healing, so it's on the forefront of my mind. It's like all I can talk about. I've been a little overwhelmed.
Cutie's depressed.
I have depression. Plus, Maya, I haven't taken my vitamins in literally months.
So there was a period of,
and they were helping.
like, maybe like a couple months, I don't know, where I had an alarm set on my phone to remind Cutie every day at 4 p.m. my time to take her vitamins. But then I went to LA for the Streamer Awards, and I realized, I was like, there's no way she's been doing this. Because
I did for a while.
Yeah, I believe you. But when I was there, I was like, there's no way she's been taking them, because she's never home at this time, and she doesn't like have them. And so she's going to see the text and then forget and then not take them. And then I said that, and she's like, oh yeah, just don't worry about it. You can just stop texting me. So I turned the alarm off, but yeah, she stopped taking her vitamins. There was a period where me and Cutie tried to take ashwagandha together, and
I got too afraid.
Ashwagandha it's a plant, and it comes in, you can buy it over the counter. It's like a stress relief thing. But I tried it twice for a month at a time each time.
I've tried it once. Oh wait, you took it every day for a month?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
The whole thing, I only took
sorry.
it because of you. That's so wait.
I'm sorry. I got afraid.
I only took it because you were afraid.
I know.
Literally.
Well, I did take it, for the record. I just didn't take it for a whole last month.
I did it for 2 separate months.
That's crazy.
Cutie's therapist recommended ashwagandha, and she told me, and she was like, oh, but I'm too scared to take it. And I was like, it's over the counter. I'll buy it. I'll take it. So then I started taking it, but I took it for a whole month, and I took it at night because it makes you kind of drowsy. It makes me drowsy. And it gave me the craziest dreams. And not in a good way. Like stress dreams. Like, it gave me a ton of stress dreams, and it just, like, I woke up feeling crazy. And I did that for a month, and then I stopped. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I can't do the dreams. And then I stopped for a while. The dreams went away. I was like, let's see if this was a fluke. I started taking it again for a month. Crazy dreams for a month. So I haven't taken it since.
I felt it instantaneously when I took it. I did not like it.
What did you feel? What do you mean?
It made me feel very like it did make my body relaxed, for the record. Like I do feel like I'm in this constant state of like tense. And so it did make me feel relaxed in that way, but it also gave me a different type of brain fog. It made me feel a little like vacant.
That's not good.
I know. So that's why I stopped. But I will say, when I was taking vitamin D and my omega-3s consistently, I did it consistently for like what? It was pretty
Months.
good.
Yeah.
I think I got like 3 months solid consistently. It did help my depression, but then I randomly get really paranoid of pills. My mother was an addict, and so I randomly get to prescription pills. So randomly it'll just click one day and I'll be like, I can't take it, even though it's vitamins.
Right. They're literally over the counter, like.
Yeah, it's so silly. And then I couldn't do it, and then I started ignoring your messages, which your messages was the first thing that's ever worked for me. I know. So I don't know what to do.
And they were fun too. Admit they were fun.
They were good.
Sometimes
you would
if
draw
I was busy,
stuff,
I would just text
send it
vitamin.
with a slam.
Yeah, but sometimes I'd send them with a slam. Like, yeah, sometimes I'd send them with like different effects. Sometimes I'd draw something where it said like take your vitamin. Sometimes I send little gifts.
Yeah, sometimes you send a picture of an animal.
Yeah. I'm good at that.
But sadly, I told Ludwig recently, I was like, I can't figure out a way to retake my vitamins. I did take them today. I did take them yesterday, so I'm on day 2. But I told Lud that I'm struggling with it again, and he was like, okay, I'll help you. And only one day did he come in and he's like, did you take your vitamins? It's just a lot. It's a lot. I thought Maya would be good at it because she takes care of so many animals. And so I was just going to be another animal. But it doesn't help because she can't force me to take it. So anyway, I'll figure something out. I don't know what to do.
I mean, I can start it up again.
Ugh.
It was not that hard. It was actually funny. My chat picked up on it too.
Did they?
If I was on stream, yeah, they'd be like 4 p.m. ding donk, vitamin.
Oh, my phone's going
So
off.
I text you. Yeah.
It's Myth.
Myth.
Hello, Myth. I'm recording wine about it right now.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, do you want to come to dinner tonight?
Oh! What time?
Like 9:45.
Yeah.
9:45.
Cool. We're going to blah, 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 blah.
Okie dokie.
All right. See you there. Have a good podcast.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
9:45.
I guess I'm going to dinner at 9:45.
Dude, you have friends.
I know. That's why I
Oh
had to say
my
yes.
God.
I had to say yes. And what if I would have said no?
Then you wouldn't have friends anymore.
Then I wouldn't have friends.
You have to say yes to every invitation.
I'm trying to.
Or
That's
else they
why I'm
hate
taking
you.
time off. I have less time to. I have less excuses. Because
That's
otherwise
sick,
I'd probably be
actually.
streaming.
But dinner at 9:45 is insane.
It is so late.
That's
I don't
so
know.
late and weird. I can't eat past like, dude, like 7:38 is late for dinner. I don't get that. Okay, 8 to 9 is late for dinner.
Hi, Dursey. Guys, Dursey's being so cuddly and cute.
Durs wants to go to dinner.
Durs can't go to dinner. We were supposed to. No, we can't. Next episode, Maya and I are doing. We're doing the 20 questions that cause anyone to fall in love. We're gonna ask each other those questions, and we're gonna answer them, and we're gonna fall in love, and then we're gonna go on our trip to Big Sur.
That's not even a goal.
It's gonna be someday.
Oh. Okay.
Our Patreon did fall off, but exciting.
Did
If you're on
not.
the Patreon, people sent you got your stickers this month.
Yeah,
Your stickers,
they're so
your
cute.
art and your recipe card. I've seen a bunch of
tweets.
them.
Dude,
Yeah,
the stickers were so good.
yeah, they were good. I'm excited to
so
see
good.
next month's. They're getting worked on
Big time.
currently. Okay, what were you talking about before Myth called me?
I was gonna transition to something else, and we started talking about something depressing again.
You were transitioning to something fun and happy because you're getting a baby goat.
Oh my god, I'm getting a baby goat. Yeah, so I've been taking care of my neighbor's farm for like a week because he has back problems. He's older, and so he needs help. And so I was like, sure, I'll do all your farm chores in the morning. So I'm taking care of his whole farm, which is like, he's got like 16 dogs, 40 goats, 30 geese, 20 ducks. Like, it's like a whole farm. Like, it takes me a long time. He's got all these baby goats, and there's this one little baby goat. Let me show you the baby goat. I call him Pee-wee McNugget.
Wow.
He's incredible and so small. Look at him.
Little baby.
He's just a little baby. And he's an orphan. So his mom was old.
Rejected him.
His mom died.
Oh, same, little goat.
Yeah. So his mom was old, and died right after giving birth to him and his sister. And so they kind of like mooch off of the other goat moms and like get a little bit of milk here and there, but none of the moms are like, yes, this is my baby, you know? So I was really concerned about him at the beginning because I was like, what if he doesn't get to nurse enough? And blah, blah, blah. But then I was talking to my neighbor, and I was talking to him about the baby, and then I realized, I don't know why I didn't process it before, but he's a Boer goat, which is the breed of goat that you use for meat goats, like for people to eat goats. And he was like, yeah, I think he's going to make it, so we'll send him off to auction in like 4 or 5 months. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, even if he survives, he's going to be slaughtered for meat. So then I didn't even bring it up. I was angling for a while, but I hadn't brought it up to my neighbor. And then my neighbor was thanking me for helping with the farm chores and stuff. And he was like, I know you like those baby goats. Do you want a few? And I was like, I don't want a few. I just want the one. And he knew which one I was talking about. And I was like, would you be willing to sell him, like, instead of bringing him to the auction? And he was like, because I was like, I'll pay whatever for him, like, however much you get per pound, like, I will pay you per pound for this goat. And
he weighs
he was
2
like,
pounds. You're like,
yeah, no, yeah.
Thank God he's small.
But I was like, I'll pay full price for whatever you would get for this meat goat. And he was like, oh, I'll just give him to you as a thank you. You've helped so much, whatever. So now, he's my goat.
You
So
already got him?
It's a matter of when I want to acquire him. I start taking care of the farm again Wednesday morning, so I'm gonna go check on him and decide when to bring him over to my
Wait, that's so sad
property.
that you're not taking his sister.
His sister's not gonna go to auction because she's female, so he'll use her for breeding.
Oh, great.
So she'll live on and have babies that will be shipped to auction. You know,
What a depressing. Back to depression.
zag for you.
Actually, this is Durs, please stay comfortable.
His name's Pee-wee McNugget.
I'm excited
say
for
that
Pee-wee
already?
McNugget. Yeah,
Okay.
you have said that. But speaking of Creator Clash and speaking of everyone saying they can box people, let's start some drama. Let's talk about other podcasts that we could beat up.
Physically?
Yeah. It's a 2v1, of course, because that's just how it works. We just members of podcasts.
Oh, like one guy.
Yeah. You and I both, could we take Hassan
No.
from the Fear and podcast?
No, Hassan would never hit back, but he would be able to restrain us both, for sure.
Yeah.
I
he
actually
would.
do believe that.
So we lose. That's a lose.
Yeah, and same with Will. I think he'd be able to restrain both of us.
I think
somehow.
Will Neff would hit back, and he would take you and throw you above his head and spin you around like a helicopter that would then swoop me off the stage, and I'd fall in with the fans. And then he would like rip his shirt in half and be like, "Let's go!" That's what I think Will would do.
And then Farley would come out in the corner and go like this and clap his hands.
Yeah, I think that would happen.
Okay.
But we still lose. Austin show?
No, we could take Marsh though.
We could take Marsh. I think we could take
I could take Marsh. We could take Marsh.
I would helicopter
Austin
you
show we
into
could take
Marsh.
for
We
sure.
could
Austin
take
show
Austin
would he would not know what to do.
He'd be so mad.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, I
like
thought
we
you'd
would
just be
beat the shit out of him, and then he'd like complain and try to sue us.
Oh. Okay.
That's
Austin
Austin
show's
show.
easy. Blood would be
But-
super easy.
Ludwig? Okay, so we've moved on to the yard.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just I need some structure here. The yard, we start with Ludwig. Why is he easy?
Because he's a little baby. Little stupid baby.
He's kind of strong though.
Is he?
Yeah. He can like bench 225 or something. That's both of us.
Actually,
That's both of us and Durs and Coots and Swift.
like it's a lot more than Durs and Swift.
Oh, no, that's not both of us. How much do you weigh?
like 95, 98.
Never mind. He couldn't bench us together. I forgot how much I weighed.
Weak. Little baby.
Yeah, so never mind. We'd be fine. We would just have to jump on him at the same time.
If they can't bench us both together, we can take him.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we can take Ludwig.
Should we take Lud?
What's our
be honest,
plan of approach?
Realistically, like, actually, this is pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
One of us would probably have to grab his head by the hair, because it would be really jarring, and then the other one would have to go for the genitals.
Okay, so this is what I do.
Oh.
I stand on one side of the stage. I flash my boobs. While you run up from behind, get on his shoulders, pull his hair, you ratatouille his ass. You control him. And then you just make him beat up himself.
Oh, okay.
Huge.
It goes like this.
Yeah.
And then we all laugh at him.
Yeah. Get fucked, Ludwig.
Yeah.
Okay, so
easy.
two loses, 2 wins so far. Aiden from the yard. So easy. It's not even worth having the conversation.
I got Aiden. I'll take Aiden.
I'll watch.
I'll
the
take Aiden.
the
Yeah, you
Aiden
can
match,
just
I
watch.
pull out a chair and popcorn and I watch you destroy his ass.
It'd be easy.
How would you take him?
I would take his pointer fingers, I'd tie them together, and then I'd grab him by his 2 pointer fingers like this, and I'd slap him on the ground. And he would cry
Yeah, that's a
the
good
whole
one.
time.
Okay. Slime from the yard.
As much as I'd like to
This is
say
a
that
tough
we could
one,
just take
'cause-
slime, I'd
Well,
be a little scared.
I could see slime like suicide kamikazing us essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he would not want to lose to us, so he would just take us down with him.
We also could not ratatouille his ass.
No, we can't. We can't ratatouille his ass. I think our best plan of approach is showing him mean Twitter messages that he has to reply to
Yeah, and then he
to
sits in the
distract
chair,
him.
and then he replies to them. He rage types, and then we come up behind him and we whack him. Oh, from the back of the head, so he dies.
Yeah, because that's illegal. So he
Yeah.
dies. Yeah, I could see that working. I think
Easy.
so far we beat the yard more than any other podcast.
Wait, what about Nick?
Oh.
Nick's easy. I just take his glasses, squish him, he can't see.
Then he just combusts and dies.
Then he's walking around like this. He's like,
Where's my
"Where are you?"
glasses?
And then we come from him. Yeah, we come at him on opposite sides. He doesn't know where we are.
He is a rock climber though, so he could
He could what?
nothing. I guess there's nothing to climb unless we were in a cage match.
Oh, I'm thinking cage match for all of these. I'm thinking we're in like a boxing ring.
Well, if we're in a cage match, he can just climb up the cage. He's gone. He escaped.
I'm thinking like a
normal boxing ring.
Yeah.
You haven't watched enough WWE.
I don't
They
know
have
what a
cage
cage
matches
match
sometimes.
is.
They put a giant cage around the boxing ring.
When did you become a WWE girl? This is such a weird.
I'm not a WWE girl. I just watched it the one time.
Okay.
My brothers played with the action figures when I was a kid, so I know like
Sick.
the Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and
Stone Cold. I know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is.
they would suplex me every once in a while, and it sucked. All right, moving on to Chuckle Sandwich. Ted Nivison.
Same thing. Break his glasses. He's lost.
Yeah, these glasses, guys, they're screwed.
Huge disadvantage. Have you ever actually
He's
thought
so
about that?
tall, though.
Dude, the whole deserted island, scenario, where like, who would you take to a deserted island? Literally, my boyfriend, terrible vision. Like, heavy contacts, needs glasses. Insane. In a survival scenario, if he lost his glasses, or if he only had one pair of contacts, they're dailies. Like, you can't wear them for a week. Your eyes would be fucked. Like, he's actually at such a disadvantage. He would not be able to survive because he wouldn't be able to see. Isn't that crazy?
You should get LASIK.
You have to get LASIK after you've, like, isn't it after you've fully lost, like, you're, like, at the end of your losing vision or something?
No, you can get LASIK for, like, minor inconveniences.
Oh. I could never. You have to sit with your eyes open, right?
I know, it
You have
sounds
to be
scary.
awake and it, like, in your eyeballs? No, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's scarier, but But
Those are
Ted
really
is also
expensive.
really tall.
Ted is really tall, but I could go through his legs. I don't know yet.
What do you do
How that
after
would
you're
help
through his
us.
legs?
I don't know.
I have an idea. Okay, one side of the arena we have a sheet, and you run through his legs, and you pull the sheet to the other side, and then you give it to me. I hop over him because I can jump really high, and we essentially put him in an adult diaper.
Your
And then-
vertical is not like
No, it's
6'3".
good enough. Definitely, it's huge. And then the entire audience laughs at Ted because he looks like a big baby up there, and then he
cries.
dies from embarrassment. Yeah,
Or
because Ted hates when people laugh. at him.
or we kidnap his girlfriend and we
Shay,
threaten
love her.
and he
Oh.
Shay, yeah. We kidnap Shay, we threaten her, and he surrenders because he loves her so much.
And if he doesn't surrender because he loves her so much, she kills him because what, girl?
True. Easy.
Okay, so we've won that one.
Dude,
Jay
I don't
Schlatt.
want to talk about Schlatt.
I think we're dead. We're dead. He just walks in the ring with a gun. We're dead.
Schlatt pulls out a gun 100%. It's not even concealed. He's just
No.
holding it.
Yeah. And he doesn't care if he gets arrested because it's funnier story to say you shot Maya and Cutie dead point blank.
You would think that was so funny. What is the actual, if we had to take Schlatt, the actual way to take Schlatt is we hold Jambo above like a barrel fire or something.
He doesn't care about him.
Yes, he does. He loves Jambo.
Jambo.
But he does think he's stupid. He does think Jambo's stupid.
He loves pizza.
Does he?
Do we have an angle? This is what we do. He comes in the arena. It hasn't started yet, so he hasn't pulled out his gun. And we say, Schlatt, we know you're going to murder us. We know. So we brought a last meal that we can share together before you murder us. And it's pizza and it's poisoned. But we eat it too, so he doesn't know. But we took the antidote. Uh-huh.
We threaten the entire state of New York. He loves New York.
I don't think he loves it that much because he wears a jersey that says 9/11 on it somewhat regularly. I think he wants to see more happen to New York.
Okay,
I'm
what
getting
if we
another
just...
phone call? Well, I'm so popular.
It's Schlatt, isn't it?
Oh, I'm not getting a phone call. It was my personal. It was my nutritionist who also randomly sets up facials and massages. It's a long story, but I have a facial next Monday and a massage on Thursday that I'm very much so looking forward to.
I've never had a facial. Side note, my finger, I think it's infected from when I cut it on the foil last week. You want to see?
Yeah, I do.
Can you see it? Do you see that?
Did you put peroxide on it?
No. I just let it ride.
You should do that. You should put peroxide on it.
What if we just physically tried Schlatt? Like,
no, we're
bare knuckles.
No. He's just so big. I think we would get hurt.
Have you ever kicked a guy in the balls?
No, I haven't actually.
I kicked my brother in the balls.
Ow.
When I was a kid. But it was very fair. Because the day before, he told me, he was like, if a man ever does anything to you that you don't want them to do, you kick them here. And like showed me. And then the next day he tickled me. So I kicked him in the balls.
That's
and then
so funny.
We had to,
what a backfire.
We had to rework the conversation.
Dude, one of the biggest icks of one of my exes, we went to Disneyland. And my like 6-year-old nephew, we were standing in line to
icks.
We should talk about icks. My 6-year-old nephew, we were standing in line for jumping jellyfish ride, and he might have been younger. He might have been like 5, which makes the story even like more of an ick. He's swinging his arms back and forth because he's like excited to go on the ride, and he swings his arm and hits my ex in the nuts, and my ex gets so pissed that he's like, no, I'm not riding the ride with you. You need to sit out.
Oh.
He made my like 5-year-old nephew sit out of the ride because he was so mad he got hit in the balls.
Yikes.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, that's an ick.
That's not an ick. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Those are different.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said that's not an ick. That's a red flag. I think those are different. I was going to say, like, when they don't know they're theirs or they're yours.
God, you know, he was...
That's an ick.
Something interesting about him is he would always kind of bring up, I think, well, I know this now. Oh, there's Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Ludwig's here.
Ludwig,
Hi.
Will you have him admit his worst ick?
Hi.
Are you rolling right now?
Yeah, we are.
You guys are early.
Wait, come here.
Okay.
Ludwig,
you can
confess
take yours
your-
in with you.
Confess your ick.
Confess his ick, like
Yeah.
about himself,
Yeah.
or about
like
what?
No, for him, not for you.
What? I don't get the question. You want like if for girls, what his
Yes.
ick is?
Yeah.
What is your biggest ick for girls?
Ooh, I don't think I have a girl-dependent one. The first thing I thought of, which I kind of do this, but I hate when people are like, yeah, I'm 15% Polish, 12% Irish, like 3% Native American, and I have like 4% Filipino in me. And it's
do
like
this all the
Well,
time.
I know, but I'm talking like 5th generation. It's like their great grandfather moved to the States then, but they're just like whole ass American. Like my mother immigrated from France and naturalized.
He has the pass.
So I have like a slight pass, but like if my kids did it, I would fucking never do corporal punishment, but I'd be like, you're cringe.
I was asking what Lud's like of himself.
Huh?
What's Lud's ick is of himself.
Oh, what's your ick of yourself?
Of myself?
Yeah.
I think it's, I don't know. I don't gross myself out. That's the thing.
Egomaniac.
But I do a lot of gross stuff.
You know,
I pee and I leave my pee in the toilet.
yeah.
You do
Yeah.
that.
I
I
do that.
only know that because I go
She's
into
accusing
Cutie's
you.
bathroom to use her straightener and there's always pee in the
She said
toilet.
she goes to use my straightener and there's always pee in the toilet.
Yeah, I never flush my piss.
That's
I
so
actually
weird,
watched
dude.
Meet the
It's so
Fockers once,
annoying.
and they said if it's yellow, let it mellow, and I took that to heart.
You know what's crazy is he like you came back early from something and I had pee in the toilet just like randomly. I don't know why I didn't flush. I think it's because like Swift was barking and I ran out to check or something and I didn't flush and I was like whatever, no one's home. And then Lud like came to me and he's like, you didn't flush the toilet? And he was like, and I was like, you little bitch.
No, I have a good reason.
Audacity. Uh-huh.
You have gross icky pee.
Ludwig, your pee is like bright ass brown.
You're not just
orange.
gonna
No,
gross icky pee.
I am so much more hydrated than you.
That's not true.
You drink 2 drops of water in a day,
God.
and then you're like, I've done it. I am a hydrated woman. And then you piss out what is as close to brown as you can get.
icky pee.
You have battery acid pee 90% of the time.
I'm offended. It's just
Ruin
a light
him.
hint of yellow. It's like a Gatorade.
Also, why
Make
am I
him
even
cry.
arguing? You never fucking flush the toilet. How am I the problem for having gross icky pee when you never flush the fucking toilet?
I have a new ick for girls I thought of.
What?
It's,
When they hold me accountable.
Yes, and when they have agency. No, it's girls' bathrooms.
I just cleaned the bathroom.
I know you did amazing.
You also, you know what's interesting about relationships is how if there's like the bathroom's messy, like I clean it up. I also put his stuff away, right? Like I also go through his empty bottles and get rid of them, or his rusty razors, get rid of them, blah, blah, blah. But when a guy cleans, he just doesn't
Do the other part.
do the other part or anything.
I'd clean the kitchen.
When was the last time you cleaned the bathroom?
I don't do the bathroom. I do the kitchen, though.
When was the last time you cleaned our bedroom?
I don't do the bedroom, but I do the kitchen.
When was the last time you cleaned our living room?
Let's focus on the kitchen. I cleaned the living room yesterday. There are 2 plates. that
Oh,
were dirty
kill
and
yourself. I could say that on YouTube.
What the heck?
Don't act like
far.
that. Yeah,
A
right.
little far.
Your best
No,
friend is
totally fair. You
slime.
said she has gross icky pee. That's so messed up.
Yeah, it is fair. You said I have gross icky pee. You want to know my biggest ick with Ludwig ever?
Yeah.
His nose hairs.
Don't.
He's
It's
rolled his
actually
eyes.
so
'Cause
triggering that
it's
you
like
said
a
that, and it's so
French
it's
thing.
it's so triggering that you said that because you know what my boyfriend in high school said to me about my nose hairs.
No, I thought that was about. I thought he said a mustache, Maya.
No, he on Ask FM said trim your nose hairs, and then he told me like months later that it was him that said that.
Oops, this is awkward. She has
You
trauma
triggered a
from
trauma
high school.
response. I'm really mad at you.
I like nose hair. Never mind.
Thank you.
It's just because sometimes I'll kiss him and his nose hair will literally tickle my lip because it's so long.
My mommy taught me never to be ashamed of my body.
I know, and I need you to be ashamed.
Hope you guys have a good pod. What are we sipping today?
Yay! Oh, Myth asked me to go to dinner. Did he call you?
No. Freaking
Embarrassing.
Cloutless and holeless over here.
Well, that's weird.
Apothic red. Good.
Do you want to go to dinner at 9:45? I'll see if I can get you an invite.
See if I make the cut. Yeah, we can talk about it. We can figure it out.
He doesn't want to go. That's what that means.
We can figure it out.
He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go. How was the yard today? It was good, he says. I would never talk about our podcast like that, Maya.
What he doesn't know is that we would destroy all of them.
Oh yeah, we
physically
did talk about which
fight.
podcast we would beat in a boxing match, and the yard was we took you all out.
I would sleep you, Maya. I would sleep you. It would be lights out.
Stop trying to sleep with my friend.
No, sleep you means like knock you out. Okay,
This is severely inappropriate.
All right.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we lose to Schlatt.
Yeah, we lose to Schlatt.
We lose to Schlatt. We've got the Offline TV podcast, which is a rotating podcast of all the members of Offline TV. Lily Pichu, the two of us would take her because she doesn't like violence.
Wait, who doesn't like violence?
Lily Pichu.
Yeah.
Disguised Toast.
No. He fought Point Crow. It was scary.
He what?
He fought Point Crow. It was scary.
Oh yeah. We actually
So,
lose. Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
forgot he's
lose.
boxed. In my mind, he's like such a smart like strategy person. I was like, he'll just like have something planned, like a booby trap,
No,
and we'll lose. But I think we lose regardless.
Yeah. He hits us in the
Jody,
balls.
you would never punch her. You love her so much.
Dude, I'm so obsessed with Jody.
Not to be weird, but obsessed with Jody.
I'm actually obsessed with Jody.
I
I've told
know.
Jody to her face. I regret it because it was weird. But I've told Jody to her face, I think twice, that I think she's one of the most attractive people I've ever seen in my life.
And she said this not to her face like 1,000 times. Maya's been like, Jody is like ethereal beauty.
I'm obsessed with Jody. It's so, guys, off stream, no makeup, you look at Jody and it's like there's a halo around her. It's bizarre. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Admit it.
Well, I remember because at girls trip, Jody, like, you know, we were girls, we're all together. Jody came out without like makeup on, and Maya looked at me and she's like, I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe she looks like that. It's actually crazy. Jody's the most beautiful person I've ever seen.
Maya, your camera's off.
No, it's not. Your camera's off for me too, but it's fine in the recording. You're good.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, great. Editor, you don't need to cut that out. Podcasts. We're a new podcast. We're just learning how to do this virtually.
We'll be
Sometimes
fine.
there's hiccup. City on?
No. No, I'm dead.
Why?
She just seems ready.
To fight?
She just seems ready to beat me. She just seems ready to win.
I think I could take her.
No, I'm
I
dead.
think two of us could take her. She's too nice.
She is really nice.
I mean, she is really competitive.
Yeah, that's what I
She's
mean.
a-
She just seems ready to win.
Yeah, she's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Is that all of them? Who else rotates?
Skara. I couldn't hurt Skara.
I could not. Yeah.
I would stand there and volunteer as
Dude.
tribute and go to the Hunger Games for Skara.
Yeah, if I hurt Skara, my career would be over.
Yeah, we lose. Maybe
Yeah.
you and I, we hold hands and we eat the poison berries.
Yeah, everybody loves Skara.
So he
if you
wins.
hurt him, you're done forever.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't even be worth trying.
Pokey, I'd beat the shit out of her.
Wait, Pokey?
No doubt. Yeah.
Pokey kills me, for sure.
Pokey kills you, and then I come back with pure revenge.
Okay. Respect.
I take her down.
Respect.
Who else is on offline TV? We're forgetting someone, and it's going to be offensive. Oh, Masayoshi. Masayoshi, we obviously murder him since we just forgot about him.
Yeah. No, I take him for sure.
Yeah, he's gone. He's
I
dead.
take him for sure. I threatened Jordy. I threatened Jody in a corner, and he loves her so much that he surrenders. That's my strategy on him and Ted.
That's actually cute. And Jody's the same way, where if he didn't surrender, she'd be pissed and she would
Yep.
kill him for us.
Yep.
Yvonne. Oh, I could take Yvonne.
I
All
couldn't.
I'd do to take Yvonne is I'd put out a Starbucks with a little too many espresso shots, and she'd just be bouncing around like a Pomeranian and just die. She'd spontaneously combust.
Yeah, I couldn't take her. I lose.
Michael Reeves. Oh, we die. We die.
No.
Yeah.
Again, so easy. We put a gun to
No,
Lily's
he boxed
head.
last year and he was insane.
Put a gun to Lily's head. Done.
He lets
Deal.
her go. I'll be
No,
honest.
he does not. No, he does not. He loves Lily. And Lily
I know
loves
he
him.
loves Lily.
And she looks
They
at him and
love
she goes,
each other.
Michael! And then he surrenders.
I know, but knowing Michael, he already has invented the resurrection stone, and so he doesn't care. We kill Lily and he brings her back.
Okay.
We lose. We lose to Michael, no doubt.
What if we get this? What if you and me together? What if we outsmart him?
Oh yeah? Tell me how we're doing that.
Yeah. We
Give me
build
an
a robot.
example. Yeah, okay. How? Where do you start?
We build a robot that tricks him into him
What is like
trusting
the
it.
first supply we would need?
DM space.
DM space, DM Chuck, DM Otto,
DM Chuck.
DM
Yeah.
William Osborne, the YouTuber that makes robots.
Okay.
DM Nathan for you that made the exposed
Yeah.
penis robot.
Yeah.
We're there.
Yeah. And then we throw a bunch of money at it, and then we say we need this robot to do this, and then they do it, and then we present it to Michael, and he wants it so bad that he surrenders the fight so that we hand it over.
I like the idea more that we give it to him as a present, and over the year prior to our fight, it slowly becomes his best friend, and then turns on him and really cuts
That's
him up.
smart. Yeah, we would just have to program it that way.
We would do that.
We would do that. Yeah, dude, it's just a bunch of zeros and ones. It'd be so easy.
Yeah, that's all. And glue.
Yeah.
That's all you need for a robot. Some glue.
Some glue, some ones and zeros, and a lot of money. That's it.
We have the Bangers podcast with Carl and Snapchat.
They both die.
How?
They're both dead. We could take them. I could take them both at the same time.
Yeah, but then the Minecrafters as a community come and destroy us. Like
I feel fine about
freaking
it.
Project Z zombie show.
They would love it. It'd be fine. We would grab them both by the hair. They got long hair, and bang them both together a few times, and then we post on Twitter that they did something bad, and then everything's fine. They're all on our side.
Huge. Actually,
Yeah.
that's what we do first. I say Carl killed my cat.
Yep.
It's very convincing. I have Vorty edit photos. I say Carl killed my cat. I post it on Twitter. I say here's the Addy. They show up. The Minecrafters take my side at that. Well, there's a few. There's a few that are like Carl's wifey on Twitter, and they're like, no, he didn't. And if he did, that cat deserved it.
But then
They don't
those
show
people
up.
get deplatformed because how dare they?
True. Are we out of podcasts
Yeah.
in the creator space? Oh my god, no. Asmongold, I murder him. Steak and eggs, dude. I
Yeah.
throw
No,
a
we murder
freaking
Asmon.
watermelon at Asmongold. He's gone. He's never had it before. He's confused.
Yeah.
Psyduck explodes the brain.
Asmon is an easy fight for sure.
Asmongold's out. Tectone, I would beat the shit out of him on principle. He pisses me
I
off.
lose to Tectone.
Stupid ass,
I
bald
lo-
head, Tectone ass. Talks so loud, pisses me off. You know what I
lose
do?
to Tectone. I try. I have a lot of rage, but then I go in there and he's just a big dude. He just kills me.
I yell for Lakari. Lakari comes in like a freaking on a bird and
Lakari,
jumps
dude.
off the bird, and it's a Lakari Tectone 1v1, and they just yell at each other, but Lakari wins and Tectone's brain explodes.
I would love to see Lucari in Creator Clash fight it. I would love to see Lucari fight. I would.
That's probably my number one.
I would pay for it. I would pay for
or
it just for
E-Rob?
Lucari. No, I don't want to see that. It would make me sad.
Really, I would like. Oh no,
I
'cause
could
he'd
not watch
lose.
that.
Yeah, you're right.
I want to see Lucari because he'd be insane.
Lucari would be insane.
It'd be
good
so
for him
sick.
too. I think.
It'd be so sick.
Emiru, I don't touch her. She's my queen. Emiru is my quarter jade.
My quarter jade. She's gorgeous. Emiru is gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. I won't touch her, so we lose.
I think we're actually a pretty fair fight. I think we're about the same stature.
It would be a fair fight, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't allow you.
Why?
Because
you
she's
love
my
her so
queen.
much.
Yeah, I love her. She's
All right, then we
she's
lose.
my Jody. So we lose.
So we lose.
But we only lost I think that's officially our last one. There's some creators podcasts that we just forgot about right now, and they're feeling so bad about themselves.
That's all I got. Oh my god. Sea Dog.
We always forget Trash Days. Which is so sad because they've only been so nice to us literally ever.
Yeah, we
Sea Dog
actually know
BA.
them in person.
The voice actor dog. I love him. I don't know if I could hurt him.
I hate him.
But I can't take another L, so we're going for it. We're taking the wine bottle he gave us, and we're like, Sea Dog, thank you so much for this gift. I really appreciate it. And then we break it, and then we go at him. We trick him with niceness. It's a Trojan horse.
You know what I think about Sea Dog, genuinely?
Yeah?
I think that I would start hitting him. I don't think he would hit me back.
No,
I think he
don't
would
think
try
he
to
would
restrain
either.
me because he'd be like, he's very nice. He'd be a respectful
He's the
man.
nicest
But I
guy in
don't
the
think-
entire world.
But I don't think he could do it. I think Hassan could successfully restrain me from like physically beating shit out of him.
I think Hassan
Sea
could
Dog
beat
would
us,
try.
like restrain us at the same time.
Yes, I agree. But I think Sea
Yeah.
Dog would try to restrain me and it wouldn't work. And I think I would keep going and I think I would punch him in the gut until he died.
I don't know about that.
I feel really confident about it, actually. I feel really good about it.
All right, well, I'll leave you to it then. I won't help. I won't bring out the wine bottle Trojan horse. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I really think that.
I am hung up on the fact that Ludwig called my pee gross.
That was so mean. That was so mean
That
that
was
he did
mean.
that live. I'm actually mad for you. I hate him. We hate him. Like I
Now
said.
everyone thinks I have gross pee. Guys, my pee's normal.
Yeah, that's really messed up. We get so many viewers, and the fact that he's saying that to all of them is really messed up. Now the whole
Also,
world knows
like,
they have yucky pee.
my pee, I take vitamins. He doesn't. Well, I take vitamins sometimes. My pee is actually nutritionally dense, and his is not.
Let the record show, Lud's pee smells bad.
Yeah.
I've been around it. I've straightened my hair with Lud's pee only a few feet away, and I can smell it. It's bad. It smells like pee.
bad.
It smells like pee.
She's on my team.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's it for this week. Was this week? I feel like I talked too much, and now I'm insecure.
I don't think that. I think I talked a lot.
Really? Do you have a 5-minute story for us?
One of the biggest icks that I've ever had is when I was in college. I was dating.
Beep,
It's
beep.
not one of the biggest icks I was ever had. I was in college and I was dating this guy, and I washed the dishes because he made us dinner. And I was washing the dishes with cold water because I didn't want to get my fingers wrinkly because I was embarrassed to have wrinkly fingers. So I washed the dishes with cold water, and then he redid
crazy.
every single dish after I washed them and put them in the drying rack because he was like, you didn't do these with hot water. And then I left him.
Oh my god.
I'm so serious. We dated for months. He did that and I left him because I was like, if we ever lived together, there's no way this would ever work if you're that kind of person.
That's so responsible
He
of you to
also-
leave at that moment.
He also refolded clothes that I folded for him once. And I was like, yeah, this is never going to work.
Ew.
Yeah, but actually, he was very nice. Shout out. I don't want to say his name, but he was very sweet.
Shout out Kevin.
Shout out Kevin. Very sweet guy. I feel really bad about leaving him.
Do you know if he's moved on?
No, but he texted me like almost a year after it happened, after I left, and he was like, "This message is coming to you because I got the courage to finally send it. Like, I miss you so much." It was really sad. It was really sad.
Aww.
Yeah, I felt really bad.
Do you know what's so sad is one time, and we're deep enough in the episode, I feel like I can talk about this.
Nobody's here anymore.
Nobody's
Their
here.
retention's so bad.
Guys, if you have made it this far, just say that your favorite type of chocolate is dark chocolate. Like we freaking asked. We didn't, but just type it in the comments. So my favorite type of chocolate is dark chocolate. I'm saying that because I have dark chocolate on my counter right now.
I don't like dark chocolate.
Well, don't
My
be
favorite
rude.
type of chocolate is dark chocolate.
That's chat's favorite chocolate, so don't be weird to them.
They're not chat.
That's YouTube's. That's the winos. They're the winos.
I hate that. Don't do that.
What should they be? The whiners.
YouTube frogs.
YouTube frogs. Those are the frogs' favorite chocolate.
Okay.
So forever ago, I think I said on an episode forever ago. I think it was like maybe episode 2 or 3 or 4, like of Wine About It, where like we were talking about like ex-boyfriends because that's what we talk about sometimes. And I was like,
Sometimes.
I found out that my ex-boyfriend have moved on via Venmo.
Yeah.
Because yeah, guys. Since then, randomly the other day, I checked. He has blocked me on Venmo. So clearly, he listened to the podcast, which is weird. So if you're listening right now, Kevin number 2, that was weird. You miss me? Be honest, do you miss me? That's weird.
We
Why'd
should
you
do an
block me?
experiment.
Bitch. We should text all of our exes and just see what happens.
No. We should do an experiment on whether or not exes watch the episodes, and we should record a Patreon episode where we talk about them and then see if they reach out.
They wouldn't reach out because they'd never want to admit it.
I have one that would reach out if we talked about something on the Patreon episode right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. We gotta go film the Patreon.
Well, yeah, Patreon has already gotten their bonus episodes for this month. However, Trash TV is happening all the time. So there's 2 bonus episodes a month. By the way, you guys have already gotten your bonus. We said we'd spread them out, but we were just inspired last week, so we did it.
Big time.
So no more bonuses until May. However, Trash TV is going up still, as well as our mini episodes. So check you with a bonus episode in May. Until then, see you guys next week. Thanks for checking out. Don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon. The Patreon gets the episodes a whole day early and uncensored. So if you want to hear me say
asshole,
tits. Anyway, if you wanted to hear all that, go to the Patreon.
Patreon.
So you guys, was this episode too depressing?
No.
I get scared when I talk about my mental health.
It was fine. It was not depressing.
Okay. Oh, was it?
No.
You're saying that the end was funny?
The end was funny.
Oh no.
No, it was not depressing. It was fine.
Why do you keep making that face? All right, see you next week.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.